The Queen is due to return to Windsor Castle on Tuesday, after having spent a long weekend at her beloved home in Norfolk, it has been reported. The sovereign is understood to be feeling refreshed following her stay on the Sandringham estate. This update, reported by the Daily Mirror, will surely raise the spirits of royal watchers concerned for the health and well-being of the 95-year-old monarch. While at Sandringham, the Queen was spotted being driven around the estate multiple times, including earlier today. According to royal sources, the monarch held several meetings with staff at Sandringham over the past few days. Moreover, she split her time between the so-called Big House, her main residence in Norfolk where she also hosts her extended family during the Christmas break, and Wood Farm, a 5-bedroom cottage where late Prince Philip spent most of his retirement years before the beginning of the COVID crisis. The Queen's weekend away from Windsor took place after the 95-year-old was said to have the intention to host a traditional royal Christmas at Sandringham. The Winter Royal Feast, the first one since the death of Prince Philip in April, would take place after last year members of the House of Windsor could not come together to celebrate Christmas with the Queen due to the pandemic. The sovereign's return to Windsor Castle would come in the run-up of a deeply important date in the Queen's diary, Remembrance Sunday. The monarch is currently abiding by her doctor's orders to rest and only carry out light desk duties and virtual audiences. As a consequence, she has cancelled a few key in-person engagements, including a trip to Northern Ireland on October 20 and her attendance at the evening reception of COP26. She will also miss the Festival of Remembrance at the Royal Albert Hall on Saturday, surely to be attended by other working royals. However, the Queen, who is also the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, has said through a Buckingham Palace statement to have the firm intention to attend in person the National Service of Remembrance on Sunday. Her desire to be at the cenotaph was stressed also by a royal source, who said, the Queen was delighted to have been able to make the trip to Sandringham, which she had been planning for some time. Her doctors cleared her for the short helicopter flight, on the agreed understanding she would continue to rest. Her Majesty is determined to make the Remembrance Sunday commemorations at the cenotaph this week, a date that is cemented in her diary. It will be a huge boost for both herself and the veterans for the Queen to make the event. The Queen HASNT led the service since 2017, when she decided to stand by her husband and watch the ceremony from the balcony of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. As a result, Prince Charles now leads the country in a respectful minute of silence and places a wreath of poppies at the foot of the cenotaph on her behalf. If the Queen returns to Windsor Castle today, she may meet her grandson Prince William. The Duke of Cambridge is today leading his first in-person investment ceremony since the beginning of the pandemic. Among the people receiving their honours today in Berkshire there is football champion Marcus Rashford. Honours can be awarded by the Queen, but Prince Charles, William and Princess Anne can step in and lead the ceremony on her behalf to support the sovereign in her duties. While William is in Berkshire, the Prince of Wales is undertaking several engagements in Tyne and Wear. At Newcastle Central Station, the Prince heard more about Changing Lives, a charity working to support people experiencing homelessness. He then jumped on a train to mark the 40th anniversary of the Nexus Tyne and Wear metro system.